Good evening, delicious audience. I'm Hale, storyteller for this game, The Prince's Little Game, Vampire the Masquerade tabletop game. This is a game for a mature audience. There are things that my amazing team of players, while they are lovely people, they're playing horrible vampires and they're likely to do horrible things in the game. If that's something you're going to find a little bit difficult, might be a good idea to take yourself off. If you find something difficult in the middle of the sessions, please feel free to step away and come back again a little bit later. So, our camera comes up as our party leaves the site of the train shunt with the intention of heading back home. Camera comes up, however, on Delphine as she breaks off from the rest of the group, intent on going hunting. Delphine.
Yes.
You are... Let's have a look at this. So, right. Your predator type, basically, is your normal way that you would default go to hunting unless you tell me otherwise. Right, so if you tell me that you're specifically dragging someone down an alleyway, we'll play through that.
No, I'm not dragging them. I am going to the man on the street and seduce him into following me into an alleyway with promises of things that I'm not actually going to do.
Sure. So as a result of that, what we will do is we're going to get you to make a roll, and I need to look up what the rolls are because it's not clear from the book. Predator type rolls. Right, I would like you to make a charisma plus subterfuge roll, please. You may also add, as bonus dice, if you have fame.
I do.
Actually, fame reduces your difficulty. If you have, not retains, herd, rather.
A what?
Do you have the background herd on your character sheet?
No.
So you don't get extra dice. How much fame have you got?
Wait, I don't have... Is it influential fame or not?
Fame is a specific thing.
No, I don't then. I have
That's fine.
looks, though. Does that help or not?
Not. It will do specifically for this, yes. So
I have a stunning, so I get
so
something?
+2. So
Okay.
make a charisma plus subterfuge roll. Difficulty of the roll is going to be 3, and you get 2 extra dice. Perfect. So you do exactly what it is that you intend to do. You break off from the rest of the group so they don't cramp your style. You walk down the streets looking for exactly the right kind of person, kind of guy that you're looking for. You look in their eye, the way that they carry themselves. You pick somebody out of the crowd, you make your approach, and you seduce them with ease. This is not a difficult thing for you to do. This is almost like breathing to mortals. You catch his attention, you take him into an alleyway, and we draw a veil over what happens. The camera watches you go into the alleyway with him. He looks very excited, and then it moves past the alleyway and picks up into the sky and arrives back at your haven as the rest of your party are arriving at home.
So can I choose how much I want to...
You
what
absolutely
to
can.
You said that I can take maximum 3 points before they die?
So they've got a rating of 5 in total. If you take more than 2, if you take 1 or 2 points, 1 point isn't going to cause them any difficulty at all. 2 points, it'll be like they've got a cold for the next couple of days. So they'll be a little bit ill because obviously they're low on blood. 3 points, they're at a dangerous level of blood loss and will probably need to be hospitalised. 4 points, they're basically not going to survive. And if you take 4 or 5 points, if you drain them completely dry, you get a special bonus of your hunger goes down to 0, so you don't have any hunger dice at all. You feel sated and happy. It's really good, but they die and you gain stains as a result of it.
But if I have, for example, 2 hunger points, I can take 2 points from him and get my hunger to 0?
No, you can get your hunger. Your hunger only ever goes to 1 unless you drain a person to 0.
So then if I just take 1, he won't even notice, basically, and I'll reduce my hunger anyway.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
And this process is so when you get them into the alleyway, you're effectively engaging in some kind of physical activity with them, and you're disguising your feeding during that. So they don't realise what's going on. They just think this is an amazing experience they're having.
Yes, but that's the thing. The Fiend won't actually do any of the things that she lured him into the alleyway for. She's going to use... 1 second. It's called Cloud Memory. Dominate Cloud Memory.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't remember that I took some blood, and then she's gonna dip.
So you'll have to initiate in the first place because you're going to have to bite him, right? So the process that will happen is you'll do that first bit of it where you're doing the heavy petting bit. There'll be some touching and some kissing, and then you'll bite in the process of it, and then you'll cloud his memory of the bite, and then you'll dip, right? So you have to start it and make it look good, do the bit that you need to do, and then...
Yes, Delphine will do exactly that.
And he won't be able to remember that you fed, and he'll remember he had a great time.
Rising my fame. I lowered my hunger, did everything.
Cool. So the camera comes back up on the front door of the Haven as the rest of the party arrive back home. As you walking through the front door...
Oh, go on.
No, if you're doing something, tell me what you're doing.
I was going to ask Angelos and Bruno if they are staying here in the day, or are they finding alternative accommodation?
I have called to find alternative accommodation, but I think I'll need to pass this night here at least.
It's
if
probably,
that's fine
it's
with
probably
you.
going to take a couple of nights in order to get everything all sorted out for your place. So they can acquire a place for you, and then they can furnish it for you, but they can't do all that in one day.
Oh yeah, I have my, how is it called? How was that? Not flow, like thing called resources.
Yeah.
Have high resources.
They've got
so,
that covered, so you can chuck money at the problem and make it go away, but it's going to take a couple of nights for them for that to be in place. But by the end of that, you'll have an apartment that fits all of your criteria that you've previously told them about. They know how you like to have things, what kind of furniture you like, and how you like to have it arranged. So when you're walking through the door, it will feel like home. That's the advantage.
But it's going to take a while.
It's going to take a couple of nights.
I'm more than happy if you'd stay here a couple of nights. A minor favour?
By me. Sure.
Meet you?
What did you say?
Sorry, Bruno. A minor favour, and you can stay for 2 nights.
Oh, certainly. What will it be?
Well, I'll call upon that favour at such time as I need it.
This is the
Am I
currency. This is the current. No, not yet. This is the currency of
No,
vampire.
you're shagging in an alleyway.
The vampire's currency runs entirely on favors. Money is useful, sure, but vampires, when they negotiate with one another, the thing of value to them is favors to be repaid at a later date. And there's different levels. You have minor favors, you have major favors, and you have life boons. Life boons are you've done something pretty extraordinary for that
And
person.
moderates. Minor, major. I thought there was a minor, moderate, major.
Yes, sorry, moderate. Your life boons are basically laid down your life or you've saved them from death or something like that. Major boons are you've done something that is at a significant, it causes significant cost to you, and they have to pay you back in kind. Moderates are kind of run-of-the-mill, it takes your time to do things, it might cost you a little bit, it won't cost you too much. It's a chore for you to have to do stuff. And minor boons tend to be the kind of things that you trade all of the time. It's like, just a favour, could you just go and do such and such for me real quick? I could really do with... I haven't got a spare £1,000 hanging around the place that you can lend me, have you? It's just minor things that you can hand
Little
off.
things that will inconvenience you, not in the slightest.
Before asking if this is a minor favor, because it should be, is my camera frozen for you?
Your camera is frozen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shouldn't
now you're
the
back.
prince have handled our accommodation at least for 1 day after sending us here? Why do we have to pay favors immediately?
He doesn't give a fuck about that.
That's it, you said it before.
Also, I remember Killian mentioning out of character on the first day that like, we're free to stay here for as long as we like and stuff like that.
For a minor
this now?
favour.
It's because Bruno is played by me, but that's a different story for
No.
different.
I'm going to ask Angelos the same thing, and then when Delphine comes back from whoring around, I will ask her as well.
You shouldn't be afraid of owing minor favours.
Cheating, yeah.
Vampires owe each other. The minor favours change hands all of the time. It's pocket change. It's where things start to get more valuable is where it starts to get more of a problem because it might impinge on your time to do things.
Like major in life. So
Yeah.
I see. But how is this not considered PvP?
Because I'm not asking you to do so. I'm not going to say, can you do me a minor favour, and then say, go and kill someone. Or a minor favour would never be something that put your life in danger. That would be a life boon. I have a 6-foot psychotic werewolf who wants to kill me. Go and take it out for me. That's not a minor favour. So it's just courtesy. It's just little bits of back and
It
forward.
would be like me asking you to do something that you do anyway. That it's a natural part of what you do that doesn't inconvenience your time particularly. Something that you've already got the resources for. It's not going to hurt you to get rid of it. It might maybe take an hour of your time at some point. It's a little thing. It's not a major thing. When you get to the major levels, it becomes more problematic because it'll be like, can you spend the next couple of nights doing this particular task for me, which takes you away from what you wanted to do. You shouldn't be afraid of minor favours. They're just general currency in Vampire. Good.
Just give me a nice room.
I'll give you a lovely room. Fit you as much dust as you want. Feel free to move dust sheets and sleep where you want. And Josh, do you have a similar deal?
Yeah, fine by me. I always felt that the dust added character to a room. It adds a little je ne sais quoi to it.
So this home belongs to Killian, right? Because, however, you didn't ask for any favors.
Oh, I pay him rent.
Harvey and I have our own agreement. We've been here a while, so that's all. I don't need to ask him. Whereas you're new.
And you still charge him rent?
Yeah.
That's very businessman of you, Killian. I appreciate that.
But it's probably favours. There's probably some kind of might be like he owes him a minor favour every month or something. It's not a big deal. Unless he's a dick, in which case it's like, well, you owe me a major favour every 10 minutes. And if you agree to that, I've got a bridge that I'd like to sell you.
And then suddenly, and Harvey Lee defects to the other team and then kills everybody. And
Had free rent.
So,
Irresistible.
you get the boys settled into their rooms. You find them rooms. And they're furnished rooms, but the furniture is old. Rooms are light-proofed, but they're a little drafty, run down, a bit dusty. You have to take dust sheets off of things. But you find some old but reasonably nice-looking furniture underneath. You could be reasonably comfortable here, except for the fact it's a bit damp and a little bit dusty and not the most pleasant of places.
Question. If my character has, what are those things called?
Balls?
Touchstones, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Has a conviction, something along the lines of opulence is really important. I don't know, of that extent. Do I get anything like out of...
You might take a stain for having to stay in a horrible place. If that was a conviction, you might have to take a stain for that.
I've given you the nicest room I can find, so...
And they're not nasty rooms. These are nice, well-appointed bedrooms in a run-down old house. And these rooms obviously haven't been used in a while, so they have dust sheets on them, and it's not the cleanest of places, but it's not bad by any stretch of imagination.
So if you want, Hill, you can check my second conviction. I don't think it plays here. I think it's more of a reward thing, to be honest. When you read it, the reward thing will check out. But anyway, I'll leave it up to your discretion.
No, I don't think it would necessarily be in this case. I think I understand what you're talking about, but I don't think you necessarily need to worry about for this sort of thing.
Cool.
Your convictions are great. I love them. As you're settling the boys in, you'll hear... Well, let me backtrack a little bit. Delphine, you'll walk up to the door. Are you a knock on the door kind of girl and wait to be let in, or are you a barge the door open? How do you address entering the room, entering the house?
Since I'm assuming I'm the last one, I will try to open the door in the quietest way possible, but I will go for the door. I will not knock, because I've already been let in. So I will just slowly and as quietly as possible open the door, and now you can tell me that while I'm opening them, do they creak?
The door creaks.
I continue, and I enter, and I try to close them slowly as well.
So you make an effort of entering subtly rather than you're going to struggle because of the nature of the house, but you make an effort of being subtle about your entry.
Maybe they're sleeping already.
As you step into the hallway where the door is, you can hear in the distance, and deeper into the house, a ringing sound of a telephone.
I'm gonna shout, Killian, phone!
It's coming from the main room where you met up before.
I'm going to start walking towards the telephone, but I will be shouting, Killian, phone, the entire time while I'm walking. Okay. Does anything happen?
You guys can hear that as well.
I'll make my way downstairs. Once I have my house guests settled in their finery and dust, I shall make my way downstairs.
Richness.
You will listen to the telephone. Sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
No, if I can listen to the telephone, probably I'll go. If I just hear Killian, I probably won't go.
I mean, you can hear the telephone ringing in the house. It's now that it's been shouted, you can just about hear it. It's quiet upstairs.
Okay,
I'm just gonna jump on the cupboard right next to the phone and wait for Killian to answer so I can eavesdrop.
Is Harvey Lee... I guess Harvey Lee's probably in the main room?
Harvey was probably following you to see what rooms you put everybody in.
I imagine that was what you were doing.
Fair enough. I will go downstairs and answer the phone. I will thank Delphine letting me know, and I will answer the phone.
When the phone connects, you hear a honeyed voice, deeply charismatic, a voice that you recognize quite well. This is the voice of a person whose name I can't remember.
Isabella?
No, this is a member of the court. Laurent Moreau, the Toreador Seneschal of the city, the prince's right-hand man. Laurent Moreau.
Mr. Monroe.
Felicitations and unalloyed joy upon you. Is it Killian I'm speaking to?
It very much is.
Splendid. I have been asked by His Majesty to make contact with you and the other coteries in your area to alert you to a slight change in the rules. An opportunity, perhaps.
Fire away.
His Majesty, in his infinite wisdom, has decided to make an offer, make available an artifact, an object, his personal seal. The object will be placed somewhere within the domain. Whomever holds the seal will be granted immunity from any punishment for any act in this city once.
And is that the coterie will be granted, or the single person holding?
The individual holding the seal will be granted immunity for a single time from punishment from the prince. I am letting you know. Others are involved in contacting the other two coteries. The object will be placed in 1 hour.
I suppose you want to tell me where?
You're quite correct. It would be entirely against the rules for me to do so. If I may offer you a piece of advice, may occur to you that this would be a useful item for you to make use of during the prince's little game. It may not immediately occur to you that this is an incredibly powerful object. The prince has not specified that this is specifically for the game, and therefore other people in the city will probably be very keen to get their hands on this as well.
And are other people from the city allowed to come and try to find it this night, or only those in the domain?
They are not.
Right.
And therefore, if you choose not to use this as a tactic within the little game, it may be an incredibly valuable piece for you to be able to use in the future. Not least of which for yourself, but also as a potential trading bargain for something more valuable down the line.
Understood.
I wish to make that clear because I would hate for you to waste it.
Thank you for your call.
Quite right. I look forward to seeing how this pans out. The line goes dead.
I will bring the rest of the coterie up to speed. Does anybody have any questions?
It doesn't sound like a big deal to me. I don't know what that
You could do anything. You could walk into a museum and stab someone you hated, which would normally be a death sentence, and you'd go, oh, this seal, so you can't do anything.
But if you're allowed to do it, if you have the seal, then that kind of takes the fun off. Can you show me my room, Killian, please?
We just need a slight negotiation. It's a minor favour for 2 to 3 nights.
Can I make that 4?
For you, why not?
Alright, a deal. You got a deal.
Personally, I don't know if you have connections able to locate the artifact, but the only way I can think about using this for now is spreading rumors that it's in a different domain, and maybe this will attract other vampires and making our opponent's lives harder. That's the only use I can think of this for now. Or else it's only luck if we find.
Harvey Lee, is there anything you can do blood magic wise?
Not sure, really. Let me think a moment. I thought about what to do with the seal. If we get the seal, then one of us can do a mass embrace, and then we can have a bigger group to fight everybody else.
Mass embrace?
Just literally go out and make 50 vampires in a night.
Yeah.
Don't you need 50 insignias for this?
That's a grey area, isn't it?
Maybe. But if it's a single act, because you singly did it, then it'd just have to be one person.
You might be able to make the argument that that would be a single act, and therefore that you would use the seal to mitigate against that. That's not an unreasonable. If you had somebody that was arguing against you, they would say, "Well, that's okay. You're immune to one of those, and then you get 49 death sentences." But that would come down to how you'd argue out in court.
I'm thinking there's some fairly powerful vampires. Yeah, that's a problem.
My character, I don't know if I have anything.
I don't know how to find this fucking thing.
That's why I suggest. I think planting rumors is easier than actually finding the damn thing. Even though I still don't know how possible this is. I have connections, but not in the vampire circles, to be honest.
Maybe we could also lie that we found it.
That this would only attract unwanted attention if we don't actually have it. Even if we find it, we should keep it a secret. It's a trump card.
Maybe we can lie that one of our enemies got it.
That would work, definitely, if you can convince people. But I think the Elder Killian over here knows if something can happen about it.
Hello.
Your phone rings again.
I will answer it again, and I'm hoping this includes the question I was going to ask, but I will answer it. Hello.
You hear Octavia on the other end.
Are you alright?
Killian, we've just had a telephone call. Have you had the same thing?
Princess Seal.
Gustav is absolutely...
Gaston.
Gaston is absolutely... He charged out the door and he's already looking for it. He has no idea what he's looking for.
Did they even tell you what it looked like?
A seal of some description?
Nothing more than that.
I assume a wax seal?
What, on a letter?
Yes. The stamp that they use.
So there's a letter somewhere with his wax seal on there.
No, the stamp. The actual brass object they use.
Right, to make the... Right. So it's tiny.
Yes.
So where's he gone looking for it? Why does he think it's like a needle in a haystack?
Exactly. He's a moron. He's taken most of the coterie out. Victor went out to do his own investigations. He might have a way to be able to identify where it might turn up. He told me to tell you that if he finds any information out, he will pass it in your direction, providing you remember this going forwards.
Absolutely.
Once I hear something, I will let you know. I'm a little concerned about the core. I don't know.
The core? The core.
Phantom.
Right.
I don't know how connected they are. Someone's bringing it here, though.
Good shout.
So if you have any connections in the court, you can surreptitiously...
I'll try.
If by some chance Victor and I acquire it, we will make a gift of it to your coterie, on the understanding that you remember that going forwards.
I am unlikely to forget.
Good. I will be in touch as soon as I have something.
Raven 3 and 5. Chris, descending of Thelios, level 3 power on commission. Can you have a quick read of that and see if there is anything I can call in based on that?
While that's going on, Harvey Lee will be looking through papers and everything.
You could.
There's someone in the court who owes me.
There's a couple of people within the court, minor officials within the court. So harpies, that sort of thing. There's a couple of harpies that who are connected to the court and know all sorts of stuff.
I will reach out to the harpy I am probably most friendly with and ask if they have heard anything of where it's going to be dropped off, or more importantly, who is bringing it into the domain.
There's a young toreador by the name of Severin. He's a little bit flamboyant, a little bit foppish, but quite charismatic, and he knows how to worm his way into positions where he can gather information. Severin.
Ooh.
You have his telephone number. He's come to you for advice on interior design of his haven before.
I will make the call. I just need to pop away from my desk. I will be back in a sec. But I'll be making that call in the background.
You said you were going to be looking at some papers?
Harvey Lee's trying to find anything that has the prince's seal on it.
That's a good shout. Do a intelligence plus investigation roll. See if you...
Oh, yeah. I'm going to arouse the blood for this because I get hungry. I got one hunger now.
That again.
That's going to be the...
Can't he ask someone to do it for him if he knows that they're better at it?
If he wants to.
Sure.
Don't look at me, but I'm just asking.
Hey, Bruno, you, it's Angelus. Could you look around for something with the princess seal on it, like a letter or something for me, please?
Sure thing.
Okay. Haven't seen it before, but should be easy, right?
It's very regal and very. Did I mention regal? But regal, very out there. It stands out. You'll know it when you see it.
Gotcha.
Regal and French.
Do we need to roll something for
Yeah,
for this?
there's all sorts of papers in the house, so make intelligence investigation rolls to search through the papers to look for a seal.
Oh, intelligence investigation.
I'm great at this.
Oh, I thought that I didn't have to if they were doing it. All right. Let me go
you
ahead.
got hungry.
Oh well, I was going to take it back, but
Oh, okay.
since
If you want to make them, I see. If you want to make them do it, that's fine. Take it back. That's fine. You just make the house guests do the work for you. No, that's fair enough.
oh, let the youngins do it.
I'll try to help as well.
Oh, Delphine, thank you very much. You're such a beautiful woman for helping out an old man of God. Praise the Lord.
So the three of you collectively look through a big stack of paperwork, and some of it's modern paperwork and some of it's old and more parchment-based stuff. Eventually, Delphine comes across an old parchment that has a broken wax seal on it, which is an old proclamation from decades ago made by the prince. But it's flat, but when you roll it back up again, you can make the seal, join the seal back up again, and you can see that it is a big stylized letter B after the prince's surname Beaumont. But it's quite easy to recognize what it is.
Maybe we could make a fake seal and then plant it on our enemies.
Easy. How big is it, by the way? Like the B? Like, so can we imagine how big the... I imagine it to be a ring. Oh, so it's a big ring.
And that's a good idea too. I was thinking maybe I was trying to come up with something to maybe track the real seal, but I think I would have to have time. If I could find out who is placing the seal somewhere, I might be able to track that person. Maybe.
Killian, you make a telephone call. The number connects. Hello.
Severan.
Yes.
Killian.
Ha ha ha, Killian. How the devil are you?
I am doing really well, thank you. Time to call in a minor favour, I feel.
Oh.
Business, I'm afraid. It appears that the prince has decided to place his seal in the domain of my coterie and the other two coteries.
Oh,
But of course you knew this.
yes, we heard all about this. Cat amongst the pigeons has got the court all in a tizzy. Everybody wants to get their hands on that thing.
Yeah, I bet I do.
Have you
I
found
need to
it?
know
I'd be very interested.
I need to know who's bringing it into the domain.
Well, I know you haven't found it because it hasn't been delivered yet.
But if I did find it, I would think of you first.
I find that hard to believe, but
You have my absolute word. You would be my first thought if I found it. I think, Zephon, I'm not giving it to him. So,
wow.
Some parallel universe, I think.
And now you
Hold on
want me
here.
to repay your favour.
I really do. I need to know who's bringing it into the domain, please.
That's really not how I like to do business. Good lord. Well, favour due and all that. I do happen to know a little piece of information that might be of some use to you.
Fire away.
I know who's delivering it. I don't know where it's going, but I know what it is, and I know who's bringing it.
Do tell.
The prince only trusts one individual to do this job.
Mhm.
This is a valuable item, and it has to be transported across the city. The only person that it's safe with is the sheriff. So the sheriff will be coming to your domain within the next 45 minutes or so to deliver it. It is a signet ring, and my understanding is he will put it on a mortal, and they will think it's the most precious thing in the world to them.
Is the sheriff the guy who drove us here?
Nelly dragged you out of the car by your hair.
I will jump off the cupboard the moment I realize that and disappear in the hallway for a reason.
Do we know anything about the mortal he will place the ring on?
I don't know. I think the intention is that he will pick someone when he gets there. But I should imagine, from everything that's been spoken about, I don't know this for a fact, I imagine it's going to be somewhere relatively central. I think the intention is that it needs to be fair on everybody. But the prince is very excited to see what happens, and the court is in quite a tizzy over the whole thing. Many people think this is a terrible idea, because this could be used in all sorts of delicious ways. But yes, that's what I have for you at the moment.
Chris, do me a favour.
I may do you a favour.
out of character. The board, which is currently Black Cat in a coal bunker, because you haven't put any images on there.
The board.
The roll 20 thing with the squares.
If you scroll down, there's a little cloud on it, and it's a night sky.
Any chance you can put the domain picture on there?
Oh, sure, you could do that.
And it would save me flicking back and forward to the briefing pack.
No, that's a good
Which
shout.
I have to anyway, for all the names, but...
As that happens in the background,
Sorry, sir, could I just say... What I'm going to do, because I'm going to copy all the names of the people in the briefing pack into the general chat. Because we've briefed the rest of the coterie now, yeah? So
Absolutely.
I'll copy all that in.
so the thing comes back to the room carrying the umbrella that she got from the sheriff. And I go to Harvey Lee and I say, so I'm a new Tremere. I don't really know how these things work, but maybe with this item of the sheriff's, you could maybe track him down somehow. And I give him
Thank you. That I
hell
can.
yeah, out of character.
Also, let me. This is so you. What the hell did I have you there? Like that doesn't make any sense. You should know the spell, this ritual.
I will tell you about it sometime when we're alone, alright? What happened with me and my sire. I will tell you, Harvey, don't worry.
That's totally. Come here. I'll show you.
Alright,
this
alright.
is a second level ritual, so I understand. At least you have one ritual. You know how to ward against schools, right? Wonderful. I know one Russian that would be very angry about all this. Let me. I don't know when. We got 45 minutes out of character. I want to do the ritual. Illuminate the trail of prey. Let me hit the display real fast. Stand by for a wall of text. I don't have to cut any white satin ribbon. Harvey Lee will get out like his satchel and start looking in it for. Do you have a Delphine? Do you, little lady Elizabeth? Do you actually have maybe a white satin ribbon?
Oh, I should. Let me check my suitcase. And then I go to my stack of 6 suitcases and I try to remember which one has white in it. And when I guess, finally, takes me a couple of minutes, I pull out a hair ribbon and I offer it to Harvey Lee.
This is a spare one, right? Not your main one.
I have many of them, don't worry about it. I keep getting
Excellent.
gifted these things, so...
Oh, that's the bright side. If we have to, I know who to come for a satin ribbon. And then he'll start preparing. He'll take out his ceremonial dagger and stab his hand, and then put it into a bowl, and then start dipping the ribbon into his vitae. And then I'll go ahead and make the roll too to see how.
Do.
I'm gonna rouse the blood. Well, I get hungry. I got that one hungry again. Finally, and then let's hit that and.
Well, this got nothing to do with the umbrella, right?
He's focusing on the umbrella, I believe. He's also seen the sheriff. He's seen the sheriff plenty of times, so I like to imagine. Let's see my +2 for rituals because of where we're at, and then that. Alright, here we go. Oh, 4 successes.
That's good. The ritual works, but you don't see anything. And you're not surprised by that. And the reason why you're not surprised by that is because this is supposed to track his movements, and he isn't here. So when you know that when you get close to it, if you're close to it tonight, to his movements, you'll be able to follow it, you'll be able to see it yourself. It's not something that becomes apparent to everybody else, but you'll personally be able to see a trail of where he's been.
He'll explain that. So Delphine, if you have an extra ribbon, you can go ahead and cast it, and then you can see too.
I think this is a little bit too advanced for me right now, so I think we should just go to the center together and I'll help you look for him once you spot him. Because he said he'll be around the center.
We'll start working with the fundamentals.
Yes.
Isn't it a little bit? Isn't it getting close to morning now?
You got a couple of hours before morning.
So
We're bombing around in a van, aren't we, at the moment? Is the van lightproof?
The back of it is.
he will drop it off here in 1 hour. That guy said. So we will have
Basically, it'll be an
1 hour.
hour before dawn. It'll be delivered to the domain.
That's
So how much space is there in the back of the van? For how many people?
All 5 of you could fit into the back of the van without any difficulty at all.
And then with...
You'd be intimate, but you'd all be able to fit.
Well, if we can have that as a last resort, if things go awry.
And how will we get out of the van to grab the ring? Say
No,
we are
I'm
just-
thinking if we get to sun up and there's no other option, we have a van. So the center point is probably
Yeah, that Pavillon Vendôme thing.
between there and that and the Atty Pick Hotel, Clichy, that sort of area, isn't it?
Perhaps we could go to that art gallery that's right in the middle, the one that you just mentioned, Pavillon Vendôme. Pretend we're looking at art. They usually work all night, no? This type of things.
I think for start we should split. No, we know what car he drives. It's a very opulent car. I don't think there are many of it around. Maybe
Chris,
we
do
can
I have Olivia's number?
go for it.
Octavia's number.
You do have Octavia's number.
I will phone Octavia and say,
She connects. Yes.
can you talk?
I'll call you back in a moment.
No worries.
A couple of minutes passes and the phone rings.
In that couple of minutes, I'm going to tell Octavia what we know, unless anyone's got any vehement objections. I will answer the phone when it rings. Octavia, the sheriff is bringing the seal in.
Sandy, darling, what a pleasure it is to hear your voice.
I understand. The sheriff is bringing the seal in on a signet ring, which will be placed on a mortal who will be dominated to understand that it is the most precious thing in the world. He is going to be putting it somewhere in the middle of all three domains to make it fair.
I'll have Victor be on the lookout for you. I'm sure we'll be able to find that dress.
Perfect. Talk to you later. And I'll put the phone down.
Out of curiosity, can anyone make people do things by telling them to do things?
What you mean? If absolutely necessary. Can also make them forget about it.
Oh, perfect. That's very interesting, and you're also a Tremere. But maybe you're more of one of those type of Tremeres. Right? I excelled in blood magic. You excel at telling people what to do.
It's a part of my trade.
What do you have on mind?
Well, I was thinking maybe if we get enough stuff, we can make forgery rings and place them on people and tell them that this is the most precious thing ever. So,
We could do that.
I gotcha. I'm good at carpentry, but not really at that. But I can give it a try to make some. Do you want to make a lot?
I think
Bear
we
in mind,
should,
we've got an hour.
we
to
should
get
find the
to
original
open.
first, so we can forge it.
Okay. Good thinking, guys. Good thinking. So, if we need to be mobile and everything, so I can see the magic trail to where the sheriff is, and I can't
You know
really
the main road.
do that here.
Where the fuck's my fucking mouse? There it is. This main boulevard road. Do you think you'll come in on that, or do we just not know?
You don't know, but from what Octavia was saying, she's going to dispatch Victor. He probably has an idea.
Why don't we go to the centre, as Delphine suggested, maybe start at the art gallery, work our way out, and see if Harvey Lee can pick up any sort of trail.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
plan.
That's because it is a plan. Sounds like a plan. It looks like a plan. It's a plan.
Great.
What a good plan. Son, don't be a
Great-
pussy.
great plan.
We're gonna die. Don't be a pussy.
And we have a van. Just don't lose the keys, Killian.
And don't get rammed by Gaston on the way there.
Just like to do that. We will make our way there, Mr. Hare.
All right. You head out, jump into the van, and you drive. It doesn't take you very long to get to the centre. When you say the centre, where are you actually aiming for?
Pavilion, Vendome,
Cool.
Vendome,
So-
Vendome, whatever.
You drive over there relatively easily. When you get there, it's obviously an hour before, or just before, an hour and 20 minutes before dawn when you get there. There aren't that many people out on the streets. There are most of them are drunk. The gallery itself has a small car park that you park in, which is devoid entirely of vehicles. No problem at all. The
Okay.
gallery is indeed open, but it doesn't seem
Well,
to have
check
any.
it.
You can see the looking person through the windows. You can see there's a very sleepy looking person sat behind a desk.
He was on his way in an hour, so he's not here yet.
It's supposed to be dropped off soon from where you are.
Let's start in the gallery, have a quick squiz around, see if Harvey Lee picks up any sort of trail and work from there.
Okay.
Wouldn't he be able to see the trail outside the gallery if, say, the sheriff entered the gallery?
Yes.
Good shout, hey?
Yes. And
Not just a pretty.
as I have not mentioned yet, no tracks are currently apparent.
Why don't we make our way down?
Why don't we drive around in circles around the central area
Yep.
till we pick something?
Harvey Lee's called shotgun. I will drive us around until Harvey Lee picks up something.
I should very much like for a wits awareness roll from everyone, please.
2 successes.
Did I roll twice?
Sorry. 4. Is that a 3 or 4?
Chad Bruno. Oh no, Chad Bruno. So you drive around, and you can make your way around the area. This is the center of the area, commercial area. There's some larger stores here. There are some smaller boutique stores here as well. There are bars, there are restaurants, and you can make your way up and around. The main street itself is very wide, but there are narrow roads that run down the back that you can cycle round. It's a little bit concerning because the moment you try to pull into one of those, it's very narrow. And it reminds you quite strongly of what happened to your previous go-to mates. As you're pulling into one of these roads off the main drag on the third iteration of driving around in circles, Bruno, who's sitting in the back of the van, I'm imagining the back of the van has got a sliding partition between the front that's open. Yep. Bruno catches something out the corner of his eye as you're pulling into around the corner. You can see in the shadows ahead of you, the road kind of goes straight, and the intention is that you're going to go straight and then turn off. In the shadows ahead of you, you just catch the headlights of a vehicle turning off. Just as the car's turning around the corner, your head happens to be looking in that direction. You see the headlights of a vehicle in the shadows further down that narrow road.
So we are driving towards that car?
As you're pulling into the road to drive towards it, you just catch the headlights of a vehicle ahead of you in the shadows, just turning off.
I'll let the others know that there's a car in front of us, and it might be an ambush. It looks suspicious.
Ambush or the sheriff?
Harvey?
Did I see the car? I didn't see it, right? Color or anything. Can I assume it's black, maybe?
It's probably a dark color in the shadows because as soon as the lights go off, it's not easy to pick out what the vehicle is, or in fact that there is a vehicle there. You just saw the headlights. It's quite dark now, and you're on the back streets that aren't well lit. So you've just caught the headlights turning off, whereas everybody else is looking out ahead, and you happen to have your head turned to the side and saw it. So it's not easy to pick out what the vehicle. I'll tell you what you could do. You could make a difficult intelligence drive roll.
Intelligence drive?
Yes.
Well, we have the intelligence, we don't have the drive. Let's go for it.
Well, the reason I'm asking for drive is because that split second, maybe you might be able to associate the pattern of the headlights to a particular type of vehicle.
Doing really well today.
Thanks for the jigs.
So you can't think of a particular type of a particular make of vehicle, but you think that the headlights were up a little bit higher, and you think it was probably a van or a larger vehicle.
Is Harvey getting any sort of trail?
Negative. It's a bit early still.
Nope, nothing yet.
Do we think this is Gaston?
I don't think the sheriff would drive around in a van, would he? It's not his style.
Maybe those ghouls of his are in the van with him. Maybe we don't want to take this fight until we know how many people there are in the van.
I'll follow the van.
So the headlights were facing you.
All right.
And you're literally, as you're turning around the corner, Bruno says there's headlights up ahead, and I'm imagining you've stopped before you've gone into the road.
Yes, sorry, I get it. Right. I thought they were turning away. We'll stop and see what these headlights do.
You don't see any emotion.
Don't be a pussy. First, step on it.
We'll drive with a view that if someone is trying to ambush us, we'll accelerate quickly to get out.
You could all make another perception awareness roll for me, please. Actually, make it a wits awareness roll. Oh, Bruno again.
Curse didn't work.
Oh,
damn.
Angela.
Wow.
That's all his luck for today.
So
I stole it from him.
Angelos, Bruno as well will probably catch the periphery of this. As Killian sort of starts moving the car forward, Bruno, he looks out of the other window and he catches movement. Bruno is on. As soon as this information has become apparent, Bruno's almost like Bruno's woken up. His perception has woken up. He's looking everywhere. His head is on swivel. And as he's looking out of the windows, he notices that there are more people on the main street than there were previously. He also notices that there is a vehicle in the alleyway on the opposite side of the road. Lights are turned off, but paying attention to it, he notices that the engine's running. You can see a little plume of exhaust coming up behind it. It's subtle, but he notices that there's a little plume of exhaust coming up from behind the vehicle. He's pretty sure the engine is running. Like this, you're looking all over the place and you're picking up on this. There's more people here than there were a moment ago, and that vehicle is also opposite.
What are my options? Can I reverse back?
You're on the corner, literally in the process of turning and have stopped, and you're putting the van back into gear again to go forwards. And Angelos, what does Angelos do? Say anything?
They wait, and then I point those things out.
We will go a different direction. It's obviously another Gaston 2-car trap, and I'm guessing that a lot of these people are ghouls. So we will swing round and go around a different direction.
So you swing where your nose is pointed, and you swing back out onto the main road and
giving it large.
So as you pull out and start moving around, the people that were walking around in the street themselves, they look like there's a couple walking arm in arm down the streets. There's a guy propping up against a lamppost. There is a woman who has a dog lead in her hand, but no dog. It's kind of caught up in her hand and looks like she's for her dog. But all of them look like they're attired in cheap clothing, club clothing, ripped jeans. They're all kind of young, like a young crowd. Yeah. As you pull out of the road and start pulling off, all of them take mobile phones out of their pockets and start dialing numbers. And you pull off down the road, heading, I'm imagining, south towards the main road.
That's illegal.
What was this all about?
I'd imagine that's Gaston, and let's trap people between 2 cars and set it on fire trick. He's fairly predictable. Once he's done something once, he'll do it again. I suggest we ditch the van. Maybe. He obviously knows it's our van.
Park it somewhere hidden.
Are we near the Pink Hotel? Or
yeah, so I'm imagining you're effectively at the point where the 3 domains meet. That's where this has happened. And you're driving south on that road towards the big highway. So yes, you're heading in that general direction.
Are there many cars in the hotel car park?
No. There are a number of vehicles.
And are there any vehicles which are out of the way, out of general sight? If we pulled the van up, could you make a screen?
Sure.
I'm not brilliant at this, but I suggest that we pull up next to... Is there a bigger car, an SUV or something that will get 5 of us in?
Yeah, and the kind of vehicles that are in here tend to be on the higher end side, but not necessarily, they're not limos and that sort of stuff. It's like the higher end normal cars. There are some SUVs. There's a couple of Land Rovers in there.
What would it be to hotwire one of these SUVs? Would it be larceny?
Yeah.
Wits larceny?
I would say you could make an argument between wits and dexterity.
Could I make the argument for dexterity?
You could make an argument for dexterity.
Could I rouse the blood to increase my dexterity?
You could, but before you do anything else...
Oh, I'm not fucking hungry, just remember that.
Alright, well, you can rouse the blood now, that's absolutely fine. I would like you to make I guess it's going to be a dexterity drive. No, let's do wits drive. Basically, what I'm asking you to do, this is to see how good you are at hiding the vehicle.
Successes.
You park the vehicle behind, to one side of an SUV, and on the other side there's a Land Rover. It's not perfect, but your options are limited.
If I'm not very good at this, I'll be honest, I'm going to give it a try. I've got a little bit of knowledge, but if anyone else is particularly adept at breaking into cars, now is the time to shout.
More used to buying them.
More used to breaking into the drivers.
3 successes.
Don't drive.
He breaks drivers, I guess.
You pick one of the vehicles, one of the older looking vehicles.
Yeah.
It's still a reasonably, like an expensive SUV, but it's one of the older ones because you know that more modern vehicles are going to have better security systems, better locking systems. You take a piece of packing tape out of the back of the van and you fold it in half and wedge it down the window and you pull the lock up to release the lock. An alarm doesn't go off. You lever off the bottom of the steering column, take out some wires, and you start touching them together. And after about 45 seconds or so, you'll hear the ignition start. It takes a couple of attempts, but you get the ignition going.
Cool. Get everyone to pile into the SUV.
All right.
Very impressive.
But this
For someone who
SUV,
doesn't know how to do this.
the back of the SUV is not dark, right? So we gotta find
is
a
the
dark
glass?
place.
No, it's not. It's just normal glass.
Maybe we should just get rooms in this hotel if things go bad.
Let's not get rooms in the hotel of the car that I've just stolen out of the car park. Let's find a different hotel.
No,
There's a
everyone
lot of
else you
hotel,
can't.
And we will
Yes,
drive out. I think there's a budget Ibis down the road. We could book hotels in there if we needed to.
I will tap the behind glass and say, "Do you think that's soundproof?"
Absolutely not. So we have even less time. We will continue circling, looking for the silvery trail of finding shit, as it's commonly known.
So you pull out in your stolen SUV onto the main road again. As you get onto the what is effectively the T-junction, and you turn off onto the road, as you're about to turn off, a car zooms past you ahead of you. It's a high-end black vehicle that at least 3 of you recognise having sat in the back of it recently. Behind it, Harvey Lee, you can see a weird silvery sparkling afterglow, and the afterglow is approximately the size and shape of the sheriff, and it's like he's leaving behind him a trail in the air. Not multiple copies of him, it's just like his shape travelling, and as he goes past it sort of very slowly diminishes away.
Follow that car. We'll start to follow the car.
So the car is going back in the direction you've just come from, where Gaston was.
Can't be helped.
Can I see the time? How long has it been since the phone call?
It's literally just almost an hour to the minute.
Bruno is desperate not to go up in flames today.
No,
So-
the thing is, we can't be sure if the drop-off has been done already. He might be going back to the court. So the thing is, we either follow him or we follow the back trail, or both.
If he
Like we
makes
split.
you feel any better, he's heading north.
Which is where our house is. So, well, it's my house. I see
Do
what
we
you're
know where
saying.
the Prince's court is, like there in regards to our domain? If it's to the north or if it's
Well,
to the south, or
Wait, if he's heading north, that means he's heading away from the center, which means he has already made the drop-off.
This is my thoughts, to be honest.
No, you're south of the centre.
Yes, we're down a bit, and he's heading north. He's heading towards the centre.
Then we should follow him, probably.
Follow me.
So you slip out onto the main road and you follow the vehicle as it's driving. You see him pull up to the car park that you originally stopped off at, the art gallery,
Yep.
and he gets out of the car. You can still see that couple, the dog walker without a dog, and the guy leaning up against the lamppost. They don't make phone calls immediately. What's your stealth score?
Moi.
Yeah.
3.
What's your drive score?
1.
Do you want to make a wit stealth roll and add an extra die to it for me, please? Drive casual.
Stealth plus wit. 3.
Okay. So you drive in. So I imagine what's happening here is that you're driving behind the sheriff, but you're not driving right up his ass. You're hanging back, giving him space to move and work and watching what he's doing.
We have the silvery trail of finding shit.
And-
we don't need to be.
You can't see it.
No,
Only
but I believe.
Right.
But we have it.
You see him pull off into the car park, and you can see the people moving around. They are a couple that are walking arm in arm and walking up and down the road. They're walking to a particular point, and they'll turn around and go back up again. They're patrolling, and it becomes apparent one of them staying static. The couple are walking up and down. The dog walker without a dog is also walking up and down on the opposite side of the street. What are you doing with regard to? You see him pull off on the road. What do you do?
So is
He's pulled into the car.
in car park. So can we pull in there without going too close past the ghouls?
Not really. You have to go past the doors in order to get to it.
You see, guys, I could pull over, jump out, obfuscate, and follow them and not be seen by the ghouls. But then that's me on my own. You guys could maybe jump in the someone else could drive the SUV and get the attention of the ghouls and then drive the wrong way. But I think the ghouls might be looking for the sheriff, not us.
What do we need for driving? Drive and what else?
Dexterity normally. You don't have to make a roll unless you're doing something that's... if you're doing dangerous maneuvers or if there's some implication to your drive. So, for example, I'm getting Phil to make wits drives rolls at the moment for driving casual and not being drawing attention, because the people that you think might be looking for you don't know that you've changed vehicles. So it's about driving in such a way that you don't draw attention to yourselves unduly. You don't have to make drive rolls. You can operate a vehicle as long as you can operate a vehicle fine without any difficulties. It's just if you want to do anything complicated or dangerous, you'd have to roll.
So, Killian, the plan is you alone go to.
It's a
the
plan.
I think it's a bit dangerous for you to go alone unless you, for example, meet up with Victor on your way there, who also
You're
might
right.
be around.
Yeah, it might be around. Yeah, I don't know the other because as soon as we pull into that house, into this museum car park and get out, the ghouls are going to be on us unless we mow them down.
I mean, we could mask, technically. Especially the three of us that Gaston hasn't seen personally so far. He doesn't know what we look like. He only knows what Harvey looks like. Who could be the one driving the car in order to get the ghouls away.
But Harvey is the only one who can see the Silver Trailer finding shit, and we might need it. Just 3 ghouls, Chris.
4 ghouls in total.
Dog walker, couple.
And a guy leaning up against a lamppost.
And the other car, does it seem like it's still on?
You
One
can't
is
see the car
inside.
from where you are. It's parked in the, or it was stopped in the alleyway. It may not be there now. You can't see it at the moment. Harvey Lee, I would like you to make a little roll for me now, please. Intelligence plus survival against a difficulty of
Survival, and you said
intelligence.
What? Intelligence. Haha! 2.
Okay, so it's a success. Perfect. So you've seen. I'm imagining you've pulled onto the side of the road with a good view of the car park, the art gallery in the distance ahead of you, and between you and the car park, you can see the ghouls moving around. You don't see any motion from the cars. He's pulled up and stopped. Harvey Lee, however, you're paying attention to the track, the silvery, shining track that's left behind in the sheriff's wake. And you can see he's pulled into the car park, but you can also see that the trail leads out of the car park slower. It's a different trail. This, in the first place, it was fast and leaves a bright pattern behind. There's a lesser pattern that comes out of the car park, across the road, and into an alleyway on the opposite side.
Can we get to that alleyway without alerting the ghouls with a successful drive up?
It would take a drive roll to do it quickly, down narrow streets.
Dex drive?
Yes.
You think it's safer
Same
in a way
scene.
if you go solo?
Same scene.
Other feuds is pretty strong.
1 success. Is that enough?
Not really.
Can I spend a willpower point?
Yeah, we roll it up to 3. And Phil's rolling dice, so this is going to be none. 3 successes in total. Cool. So you start the engine and pull off, and then take a sharp right into an alleyway. You get the impression that as you move quickly, you get the impression that the ghouls in front of you, if indeed they are ghouls, you certainly see 2 of them look over in your direction. And then you pull off the road into a narrow alleyway. You make good progress. You have to travel quite far up the road before you can turn left. And then there's another turning on the left-hand side and a right-hand side. And you come out on a slightly wider piece of road.
Yep. Asking Harvey Lee all the time, is this still following the trail?
So, Harvey, you don't see anything until you get onto the slightly wider road. And you can see the trail goes across the front of where your car is and heads off further to the east.
He's obviously on foot.
Yes.
And can we see any of Gaston's ghouls, or people we think are Gaston's ghouls?
Make a wits and awareness roll.
All of us?
If that's something you wish to do.
I follow. I'm doing whatever Killian's doing, trying to help, so.
2.
You don't... Angelos again.
Mr. Wits awareness.
Yep.
Oh,
Team Greece is on fire today.
You don't see anything around where you are at the moment, but Angelos, when he was watching as you were driving off, he saw the ghouls moving at the last possible second as you pulled off, and they were heading towards the junction you were moving at. So he thinks, him putting the idea of it together, he thinks they probably ran to that entrance and then are following behind. But you've moved quite quickly, so that you've got some lead on them.
Why don't we abandon the SUV and go on foot? And that way, when the ghouls get to the SUV, because we're a little way away, they won't know where we are.
And how will we escape and return to the house in time if we abandon the vehicle?
Where you are at the moment, where the hotel is that you were just talking about, you just to the north of that.
Yep.
There's a road that leads up to the red line, north, and you're at the where that road is on the junction of the red line.
So we're not far from the van. One of us could get back, get the van, and pick the rest of us up.
Like the old van, you mean? The OG van. Okay. Yeah, okay,
So
that's an idea.
So the one that would van would drive this van there, get that van, and go
So
from the other
we're going to
side?
jump out and walk on foot, which means we don't have any vehicle, and we probably couldn't hot start. We'd have to abandon the SUV. But then one of us could get back to the van. We still have the keys for the van because it's our van. Start it up and drive to where we were.
But for example, if I would be the one to do that, could I drive this SUV backwards and around
No, because we're going to
towards
abandon the SUV because
Right
the
here?
ghouls recognise it. You abandon the SUV here. We're going to move away on foot, so when the ghouls get to the SUV, that's the end of their trail. Because all they recognise is the SUV will be long gone. Bruno is worried about burning to death. Can't think why.
How about I drive the van away and lure them away, and you go on following the prince?
You could do. Remember, though, everyone's looking for that van, Gaston, etc. It could be a very dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to be a pussy, you could do that.
I am willing to drive this van back to the other van, and then
Okay.
go to the house and sleep.
Well,
Sounds
everybody's
like a Postmeister move.
But
talking.
what if he doesn't bring the other van to us though? Then the four of us would be stranded. So I wouldn't trust Bruno with this.
He wouldn't do
No
that.
offense.
Go on, Harvey.
While y'all are discussing this, Harvey Lee will be opening up the glove compartment, looking around the vehicle to see if he can find anything useful.
What sort of thing is he looking for?
If there's a weapon, if there's any valuables.
A blood bag.
Well, not a blood bag, because this is obviously not. Oh, shit.
Sure.
I don't find anything valuable. The glove compartment contains mostly like paperwork. There's the manual for the car. There's a couple of paper maps in there. Tissues. You find a small amount of change in the center well.
He'll take the change out and give it to Killian. A part of the rent. And then also, if there's a cloth, is there a lighter anywhere?
Let's say yes, as a lighter.
He'll pick up the lighter and grab the cloth. This will be useful. Hey, Killian, do you want me to cause a distraction when we get out on foot?
Oh, petrol SUV or diesel SUV?
Petrol.
Why not?
All right. Everybody out!
So we are piling out of the SUV. I think Harvey's going to torch it. Which way is the sheriff gone?
To the right, so east.
We'll start to move east. Does Harvey's silvery trail of finding shit give an indication how fast the sheriff is moving?
Well, insofar as when he was moving fast in a vehicle, the trail was brighter, and it's now less bright. It doesn't give an indication of speed, but how fast the travelling will changes the nature of the... So, not specifically.
We'll start to move off towards where the sheriff was, and let Harvey fulfill his however many he needs.
So what are you doing?
He'll stick the cloth down the fuel tank, open up and unscrew the gas cap and everything, and start stuffing down. And then he'll still himself, and then light the Zippo, and then stick it to the paper. And once it's lit, he'll haul ass.
I would like you to make a little roll for me, please.
Sure.
Can you do a
dying in flames roll?
Resolve plus composure roll, please.
Can I rouse the blood or no?
May.
Excellent. 2 hunger now.
What a surprise.
And resolve and composure. 4 successes.
Steeling yourself against what you imagine is likely to be somewhat apocalyptic in the near future, you spark the lighter and set fire to the cloth. You have the good sense to step back and then step out of the alleyway and try and catch up with your companions. You don't think this is going to be an instantaneous thing. It's going to take a little while, but you steel yourself against the flames and step back round and catch up with your companions. You can still see the trail ahead of you. In fact, can you make another intelligence plus survival roll at difficulty 2, please?
Sure. Let me find survival and then intelligence 7.
Cool. The trail is starting to fade, which gives you the impression that it's been here a little while, and he's probably moving a little quicker. He's not just walking, he's probably running. But you find the trail without any difficulty at all, and you continue following it. Following the trail, he takes quite a circuitous route. The route itself heads to a corner, heads back south again, goes past the entrance to the hotel, ducks down an alleyway between some buildings and heads back onto the main street again, and then hangs a right and heads back north again, and goes again past the hotel again, and just shy of where the 3 domains meet, the trail stops, or rather it turns into a doorway. It's a shop front.
So Chris, I imagine Harvey's in the front, following the trail.
Mhm.
I will be at the back, and I'm going to ask Angelos to be at the back with me, and we will be keeping a lookout for any sort of signs of pursuit. Bruno, can Bruno and Angelos do that because you're better at this than me? And Delphine and I will sort of be in the middle, making sure that the group stays together.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
And then Bruno.
What's the plan? Me and Angelos keep on the lookout, and you and Dolphin doing what?
Nothing.
Fuck all, really. Keeping the group together, basically, keeping an eye on and making
so
sure we don't get spilled.
advance. You mean that's how we move formation? Okay.
Marching order. I think they used to call it in D&D.
In the rear with the gear.
Cool.
Angelos and Bruno, then, can you make a wits plus awareness roll for me, please?
Oh, my favorites.
Well, you're really good at it, so.
Time for a 1.
Oh no!
Well done, Sarah.
You're
Almost
shit.
a 0, not a 1. Excuse me. 1.
Angelos, while your head is on a swivel, you're probably too invested in this now, and you're looking at things. You're too paranoid, and you're missing stuff. Bruno, you notice as you pass by the entrance to one of the alleyways. As you're walking past it, you glance down it, and you see the couple moving in the opposite direction down the road a little bit further down. It's just like
This is
everyone's passed,
annoying.
you're the last one to pass, and you glance and you see them heading in the opposite direction. They're obviously looking for you.
They're still on our trail. This is getting annoying at this point.
What? There.
You find your way back onto the main road. You don't see any ghouls standing around, and you see the trail. Well, Harvey will see the trail leading up to the entrance, the door of a shop front.
Try the door handle.
So you walk up to the front door, and you go to reach out, and something hits you in the throat. A force hits you in the throat. That force is immediately followed by a gripping sensation, and you're lifted 3 inches off the floor.
Is this the sheriff, by any chance?
In the process of doing that, the sheriff immediately becomes apparent. It's not that he appears. You knew that you all knew he was there in the first place, and you weren't paying attention to him, and he is now obviously standing, holding Killian 3 inches off the floor by his throat.
Did he by chance touch any of Killian's clothes?
No, he's just got gone by his...
Hilly will say, Armand?
What the fuck are you doing?
Looking for the seal.
You shouldn't go sneaking around after me.
But we're trying to find the seal. That's the new game.
I haven't dropped it off yet.
Why don't you just give it to me and say you've dropped it off?
For fuck's sake. This is... I'll do
Hello.
Hi.
Go on.
I'll do you a deal. I really cannot be fucked dropping this thing off. The sun's coming up soon. I want to get home.
Agreed.
All right?
What a pussy.
I run in and I stand next to Killian. And I'm holding something in my hand. But you can't see what it is.
I'll offer you a deal.
Go on.
This thing's valuable, right? Super
Yeah.
valuable. So
Yeah.
you give me a moderate boon, and you keep your mouth shut, and I'll pop this on the floor where I'm standing and walk away.
Deal.
He lets your throat go when you say that.
Mr. Sheriff, your umbrella.
He looks at you confused for a second, and then reaches out and takes the umbrella,
Thank
and
you.
then looks you in the eye. Thank you. I wasn't expecting to see this again.
Thank you. I appreciate you lending it to me.
I appreciate you returning it.
I wink at him and I walk off.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
He reaches into his pocket, he takes an envelope, he opens it up, takes out a very large, gaudy looking gold ring,
Yep.
holds it up in the air, and lets it go. It drops onto the floor.
I will try to catch it.
Okay.
Can I try to catch it? Yeah.
You can try and catch it. Make a Dex Athletics roll.
If he drops it, does that mean that someone else can try to catch it?
Multiple of you want to try. If multiple of you want to try and catch it, you can.
He's grabbing it.
No. If multiple of you want to try and catch it, you can all make the roll. The difficulty of the roll will go up for every person that's trying to do it, and whoever gets the most successes will win.
Alright, let's do it, guys.
Oh, let's not.
You've done your roll. You've got 4 successes. That's great. If anybody else wants to try, it's currently a difficulty 1 roll if one of you is trying to catch it. If another one tries to catch it, it becomes a difficulty 2 roll. If another one tries to catch it, it becomes a difficulty 3 roll, etc.
Athletics and what?
Dexterity.
So-
No,
Harvey
it's
Lee
okay.
will not be doing it.
I will not be doing it either.
I'm good.
Bruno?
No, I'm good.
Oh wait, wasn't it "Don't be a pussy"? Wasn't it Sarah?
This is not being a pussy. This is being a.
I'm doing it. Let's go.
Anyone
Go
who wants
on,
to do
then.
it, roll it now.
Just because I'm not a pussy, everybody else needs to take a point of something.
I don't
Same.
think this is being a pussy, to be fair, but
I just gaslighted Sarah for the moves as well.
and made it roll more difficult for everyone involved. Excellent, well done. So Delphine and Killian both dive for it at the same time. Killian snatches it out of the air with relative ease, and Delphine probably, I imagine she goes for it, ends up on all fours.
It says,
On her back with the legs in the air.
Pretty.
Nothing new.
it's pretty, I want it.
The sheriff shakes his head.
Yep. Let's go before anyone else finds us. Come on.
We never had this conversation. You got this off
Absolutely.
some random, right?
Absolutely.
What conversation? Go with God.
He nods and steps off onto the main road and walks back towards his car with some strides off towards his car.
I'm going to make a suggestion. 1 or 2 of us need to go back and get the van. Whoever goes back to get the van shouldn't have the ring. Because if the people walking back to the van get intercepted, we don't lose the ring. So 2 or 3 of us start walking back. The rest of us go and get the van. 2 or 3 of us go and get the van. Catch you up. Everyone bundles in and we drive home.
Are you sure that the ghouls haven't tracked the van down by now?
Chris, could we walk back to our haven before sunup?
Yeah,
Let's do that.
it's starting to cut it a bit fine territory. You got about half an hour before sunrise, and you could walk back to your place in about a quarter of an hour.
And do you know what? The further we get into our haven, the less likely we are to be attacked, I guess. So I'm going to just walk. In fact, I'm going to start just walking.
Let's work as if we go to the van and something happens. We won't have time to deal with it, even in the best case scenario.
Good shout. Yeah. And then we just need to find Gaston's number and phone him and go, ha, we've got the fucking ring.
You've got Gaston's number,
Have I?
the mobile phone that you got from
Alistair.
Alistair.
You've got all of their mobile numbers.
You can call him and tell him to stay mad, because we got the ring.
A quick conversation while we walk home. We told Octavia that it was the sheriff bringing it,
Yeah.
and within the hour, coincidence that Gaston and his ghouls were there? Or would they have been there anyway?
I mean, they got phoned too, no? By the princess people.
They did, but we knew it was the sheriff. They may have found out another way.
Wouldn't have. Well, maybe they assumed that it would be in the middle, which is why they were in the exact middle. She could be a snitch, but maybe she got caught. We should also consider that. Maybe she got caught calling with you. Maybe they forced her to tell them.
No
Oh, yeah.
definitive evidence of either way.
And also, we have not seen Victor, and he has not approached us, so
Nope.
maybe he wasn't even here.
Or
I
he's
think
just
we would have seen Gaston for sure if he knew. That guy is a hothead.
Good
He wouldn't
point.
just,
While we're walking, I would like Harvey Lee to do sense the unseen. That way, if he can see anything that is hidden.
Sure thing. Do you want to make a roll?
Yeah, sure. Let me rouse the blood.
The classic.
What's in
Also
discipline?
Oh, it's in discipline, is it?
I
Yeah, yeah.
think is okay. I get hungrier, but whatever. 2 successes.
You need a backpack full of blood, just immediately
Yeah.
continuously pumping into you. You don't.
It's just an IV trip of blood all the time.
You don't track anything, so you're pretty sure that you're not being followed. You don't. To your level of understanding, you don't think that you've been followed, or you're not being followed by someone who's hiding, for example. That's a better way to say it.
That's mostly what he's wanting to check for.
Well, that went surprisingly well.
Yep,
Would
now
you-
I've put the ring. So I will put the ring somewhere safe when we get back to the...
Put it on.
No, it's too obvious. I'll put
Oh.
it somewhere safe when we get to the mansion, but I won't tell anyone if that's okay.
Oh,
And that-
can we each try it on while we're in the mansion?
Let's see when we get back to the mansion. I think what we might do when we get back to the mansion is just go to sleep.
True. Can I sleep with it?
No.
Harvey deserves it. No. It's because of him that we found the sheriff.
Well, Killian was the one who asked for the favor that we knew that it was the sheriff in the first place.
Come on. Let's just get back to the... What's his name?
Even.
Do you arrive back at the Haven? Gillian, do you have an answer machine?
Yeah, why not?
When you walk back into the Haven and into the main room, you'll see your answer machine is lighting up. I imagine it's probably like an old-fashioned one rather than a modern one.
Yeah.
So it's like an old one that's got a wooden case on it and an actual tape inside it, and there's a flashing light on it.
I'll play the message.
So you get
I'll leave the job.
3 messages, plays audibly for everyone to be able to hear. So you've dropped with no difficulty. The messages are Octavia's voice. She says, "Sandy, darling, I think we might have found your dress. There's a little boutique on the south of Clichy near the highway. My understanding is the delivery is going to be made very soon. They're coming in from that boutique and probably will head up towards the centre of town. Victor has assured me he has seen the delivery truck himself." There is another message from Octavia. "Don't know if you're available to pick up the telephone, but I don't know how I can get in contact with you another way. You might want to be a little cautious. I know Gustav went off in the first place, but I don't think he's looking for it. I think he's looking for you or anyone else he can catch." And then a final message that sounds like it's from Octavia, but she doesn't. You can hear her. You hear her sitting and waiting for a while, and then you hear her say, "Oh, for pity's sake," and then hanging up.
I will try to phone Octavia.
The phone connects. "Sandy, darling, did you find your dress?"
I did. It's beautiful. Thank you for all your help.
"I think we had a little bit of a breakdown of communication. I apologise. I was trying to get hold of you, but I think you were out."
No, I've checked my messages, but thanks for your help. But we managed to find it anyway, or find the dress anyway. So thank you for all your help. We will be in touch shortly.
Excellent. Do you have plans for other little difficulty?
We're working through that. Yes, we should be on that next couple of nights.
I have some ideas.
I'd love to meet up at some point, although it is getting rather early now.
Tomorrow evening, perhaps.
Yes, of course, same place.
If you like, or I could come to you.
If you think that's safe, if you can do that without being seen, then we would welcome you.
I will make it my first appointment.
Super, we'll see you tomorrow.
She hangs up.
Right, guys, I suggest we retire for the rest of the day, and we will regroup tomorrow and find out what the next plans are. What we plan to do with this ring, etc.
Killian, you've never shown me my room. Which one is it?
I will show you where your room is.
Perfect.
Same thing for you as the boys. Reasonably well appointed. Probably was really nice furniture several decades ago before the damp and the dust got to it. It's not pleasant, but it's not a badly appointed room.
I start putting my suitcases one by one into it.
I'm going to retire for that. Okay.
Anyone?
Before Harvey Lee retires, he'll get some blood bags so he can down to hunger one
Good.
before retiring for the day. Good night, everybody.
Good morning, Harvey.
Good night, Harvey.
And then he'll go off to his room, close the door, and lock it.
And to do some prayers before sleep.
Probably.
Good. All right. You all rest for the day. You climb into whatever you consider to be the most comfortable position for yourselves to be in. You make whatever appropriate ablutions you do normally of an evening, of a morning rather, and you close your eyes. You feel death take you, like it does every night, every morning. And no sooner as your eyes have closed, that they flash open again. The intervening time between you resting and you waking is a blink of an eye to you. You can feel the last rays of the sun outside dipping below the horizon, and you wake for the evening. Can everybody make a rouse check for me, please?
So how does that work? Do all vampires sleep for exactly 12 hours, or...?
No, they tend to rest for different amounts of time, but
Peter?
as the sun rises, sometimes some vampires tend to sleep earlier and some later, but generally, unless you've taken some kind of merit or flaw to go with it, you rest when the sun comes up, and it's difficult for you to remain conscious when the sun is in the sky.
So does that mean that the vampires in Sweden have 3 months of hibernation?
Yeah.
Peter, you failed your rouse check, which means you get hungry, but you can make a second roll because you're in the house.
Well, I can.
House has got a special
Sweet.
about it.
And anyways,
Someone who failed the rouse check can make a special roll if they've spent the night in the house.
Ah, so
See?
the same for me, I guess?
Yep.
That's a special property of the house.
So you don't get hungry.
yeah, of course he makes it.
So I don't get hungry?
You don't get hungry. Yes, if you fail your rouse check, you get hungrier.
Good. And the other thing to remember...
Unless you're Peter. Sorry, go on.
Sorry. The other thing to remember about your rest is you literally have no perception of what happens during the day. If something catastrophic happens, you might be jogged out of it, but it's like you're dead.
So if someone starts hitting me, I won't react to it?
If somebody comes into in your place and there is a threat to you, there's a roll that you can make to see whether or not you can get, your subconscious wakes you up, but you're limited on the number of dice that you can roll while the sun is in the sky. Your humanity is your limit to your dice pool.
Right.
Wake up.
I wake up and I start getting ready. It takes a while.
All right. 2 hours before sunrise, rather. Delphine comes downstairs.
No, it takes about 1 hour. So whatever happens in the first hour, I have no idea.
An hour?
Yes. I will come perfectly dressed in another dress, but with pieces of the previous dress so that the thing still counts. I'll figure it out. I want to look different than yesterday while still having the buff.
This is the curse of fashionable vampires.
Yes, I have a
Yeah.
golden dress today and a bunch of golden things on me. I'm feeling golden.
You all attend to whatever it is that you do normally. You've all got patterns that you naturally fall into. Vampires can't help it. As time goes on, you just naturally go into these patterns. You get up, you go and do a particular thing. You might pick up the newspaper. Like, you fall into a pattern that's difficult for you to break. But eventually, after a little while, let's say just shy of an hour, you all amass in the sitting room, minus Delphine, who's still just putting the final touches to her ensemble.
Harvey Lee will be wanting to do his nightly thing of blood of potency.
That's fine. Do you want to make a roll for me?
Me rouse the blood because it's aroused. I know, it's amazing.
Look at that, 10.
The curse is broken.
I picked it up now.
3.
Jeez.
It's been transferred.
My blood potency goes up
Cool.
for the night.
Whenever Sarah opens her fucking mouth, I just keep rolling terribly.
It's my fault.
Your blood potency as it is. What level is it at?
It was at 1, now it's at 2. I don't think there's a massive of a difference, is it?
You add an extra die to discipline rolls. That doesn't make any difference. And you can heal 2 health per hunger when you're healing. And
Okay.
animal and bagged blood slakes half hunger. So you have to drink 2 blood bags in order to get the benefit of 1 hunger.
I'm broke.
Oh no.
Time for
Look.
another quest, guys.
Also,
So-
Harvey, it's just Harvey Lee's preferred method of hunting. He can tap a vein.
So you make small talk for about 15 minutes before Delphine comes down.
Hey, Killian, can
yes.
I see the ring?
I've hidden it away. I'll get it out later.
I'd
Can
like
we
to make
assume I made a call to know if I can sleep, if my new accommodation is available?
Sure, you make a telephone call. Your assistant will let you know that they've acquired a place on the river. Very nice. They're having a team moving your furniture in and decorators to paint as required, and it will all be ready for you tomorrow evening.
Excellent. I'll keep that in mind. So let's know that I'll spend another day here, probably.
You're more than welcome. The deal was a minor boon for 2 to 3 nights, so you are welcome to stay for another couple of nights before we need to renegotiate terms. What are we going to do with this? Sorry, Hal.
No, go
Fire
on.
away.
Talk. It's fine.
What are we going to do with this ring? As I see it, we've got 2 options. We use it to commit a crime and then get ourselves pardoned, or we sell it to the highest bidder. Here's the wrinkle. We're not allowed to ask for help. That breaks the rules, to ask the court to intercede. So we can't offer a seal in return for help, because at the point we give them the seal, we are no longer immune from prosecution, and we have broken the rules.
Why have we broken the rules?
Because we're not allowed to ask in the court for help in this. It breaks the rules. We have to do this on our own. Chris? So let's say you were...
So you're the Prince's Court, not the Phantom.
No, sorry. So we can't ask anyone from the Prince's Court, anyone senior, to help.
You can't ask anyone outside of the domain for help. That would technically be a breach of the rules.
Do you know the leader of the Phantom Court? If it's an ambitious person, would it be possible if you offer them the seal that they quit out of the game? For example, random thoughts.
That's actually a super good idea. So you, Celine, Harvey and Killian will know Celine. Celine is a very ambitious and calculating venture. Not an unpleasant person, but obviously has her own agenda. And that might work.
Wouldn't that just mean that Celine seed for the whole team? Or does she just walk away?
Coteries are all different, right? So there isn't a specific hierarchy for coteries. You don't have a coterie leader. But more often than not, in any group, a hierarchy will establish. And somebody will be in charge of a group, whether they're officially that or not. Celine, in this case, is the spokesperson for the Phantom Court. She is the de facto leader. She could make that decision, and while the others may not necessarily agree, she probably has the pull to be able to make it happen. Unless they violently disagree, in which case they'd have to rise up against her.
This game that we're playing, the winner gets the whole domain and a moderate boon from the prince.
Mm-hmm.
The loser gets nothing? Killed?
They die.
The losers either die or capitulate.
But if they let's say I said, I think this is a shitty game, I capitulate.
Yeah.
Am I then kicked out of the city? Is it just a case that I don't have a domain?
That's never,
Is there a
been
chance?
That's never been made clear in the rules.
Right.
The rules are that you are to take control of the entire domain by any means necessary. You can do that via diplomacy. There's nothing stopping you from doing that via diplomacy. And it could be that a coterie could entirely capitulate and just go, we're not playing anymore, and leave the domain and cede their territory to everybody else. It's never been made clear what the case is. However, Prince likes these games and likes them to be interesting, and it wouldn't be an unreasonable thing in your mind to assume that he would be displeased by that.
Because Octavia and Victor are proposing the same thing. Get rid of the Brugia and we will cede the territory.
On the understanding that they can stay in the domain.
So they would become almost part of our coterie.
Not exactly. You would own the domain, and they would be a coterie of themselves.
And they would be allowed. They
Because
don't have a domain of their own.
Once you own a domain, you're in charge of it to the point where you can choose who gets to stay there and who gets to feed there. So essentially, what we're essentially saying is, we would, once you get rid of the others, we would be happy to become tenants. And it might be that the Phantom Court could agree to a similar thing, or it might be that that's not something they're prepared to accept.
If Celine breaks the rules and then we offer her the ring, then it's over. And it won't be a decision for the other vampires to make. If we make an agreement with her, break the rules, the court gets disqualified, then she has a ring, and she can do whatever she wants.
And so she's blown the most valuable asset on straight away in her back pocket for
the game in other ways, and not like death worthy that she needs to use the ring, right? It's under a rule she can. That just disqualifies her for the game, but it's still okay. I don't remember the rules exactly, excuse me, but to break the Camarilla or anything, the Masquerade, sorry.
The rules are: preserve the Masquerade. Your objective is to wrest control of the 3 domains for your own coterie by any means necessary. Obtaining control of a territory will be achieved by eliminating controlling competition or by capitulation by the controlling coteries until a single coterie reigns supreme. You will receive no support or interference from the court, and attempting to solicit such will be considered cheating. Any violence that takes place within the efforts to take control of the domains must be kept within its borders and strictly to the coteries affected. If any of the above rules are broken by an individual, the coterie forfeits and will be collectively eliminated. The prince reserves the right to change the rules as he sees fit at any time. So technically, rule 5, if one person within a coterie breaks the rules, the entire coterie can be executed.
We invite here. We make her make a phone call to the sheriff or the prince or whatever and ask for help. She gets instantly disqualified, and then we give her the ring.
And then they kill her because she's broken the rules.
No, like she gets disqualified from the game because she asked for help for the prince's game, but she didn't break the Masquerade or anything, right?
Mm.
No, but if she asks for help, she effectively has cheated, and her coterie are on the chopping block to be executed for it.
Oh, they get executed, not just disqualified?
Collectively eliminated means if you cheat, if you break the rules, you and all of your mates die.
It's been stated before that you get disqualified, and shortly after you get executed.
Then I don't know how
it's still not a bad plan that she walks away, Celine, with the seal, which gives her immunity from prosecution for one thing, and she cedes the game on behalf of her and her coterie. The prince might be displeased and a bit pissy, but ceding is not executional. You don't get executed for ceding. So she would cede the game. The prince might not be a big fan of hers, but hey, she's immune from all prosecution. And all we've got to do is take out Gaston and Savaya, and we've got all the territories.
Maybe right there for a shot.
Go on.
Or we could use the ring as collateral to buy someone to just take out both of the other two coteries.
Oh. Is there a strong faction outside these domains?
Chris, the exact ruling says we can't approach anyone from the court.
Yes, but when they say the court, they mean the populace generally.
So the
Banu Hakim, who is outside of the domain, it would be technically cheating to go in contract with them. But the thing about rules, as the Tremere will tell you, is they only apply if you get caught. Technically, you've already broken the rules because you phoned somebody up from the court to get some information.
Then also, we already broke the rules with the sheriff just giving us the ring.
Exactly. So you technically have already broken the rules, and as long as nobody finds out about that, what's the problem? The only problem comes if someone finds out what you've done.
So we could approach the Banu Hakim, ask him to take out.
Maybe it's about time you tell us what exactly this is, because I never asked. Because
Assassin, basically.
They are they're a clan of, you probably haven't heard of them, and if you have, it will be very little information. They're a clan of vampires that come originally from the Middle East, who are dedicated to the act of assassinating other vampires. They take contracts for blood, usually powerful elder blood.
Do they respect the Masquerade? Do they have connections with the Camarilla? Do they care about the insignia?
They're not members of the Camarilla. However, the thing about the Camarilla is anyone in a Camarilla city is considered to be a Camarilla vampire as long as they're following the rules. So there's nothing stopping an Banu Hakim from settling in Paris as long as he follows the rules.
Okay, he cares about the ring.
And Harvey will know that this guy's been here for a while. So he obviously either follows the rules or is useful enough to allow him to break some of those rules. One way or another, he's already part of the city.
And this person can kill 5 vampires by himself?
Yeah, probably. He's an older vampire. We're all young vampires. He's a trained assassin. So, Chris, but him killing another vampire is against the prince's rules, isn't it?
Yep.
So he would kill the 5 vampires, have 5 death sentences, and go, "Oh yeah, but the seal."
Well, no, not exactly, because the rules of your game are different from the rules of the city. The rules of your game say you will receive no support or interference from the court, and attempting to solicit such will be considered cheating. There isn't a rule on there that says it's against the rules for somebody to interfere. It's against the rules for you to get someone to interfere. So it wouldn't be in breach of the rules by interfering. You would be in breach of the rules by getting him to do so.
He would be in breach of the rules for killing a vampire.
He would be in breach of the traditions for killing a vampire, yeah.
But he's an assassin. He won't get caught, right? He's good at this.
We care what rules he breaks? Like, we care that much? Isn't it on him?
I'm off assassins. There's an old saying about that.
He accepts to do the job. What do he knows what he's doing?
If he accepts, so the deal would be he gets the ring. He takes out 6 new vampires.
And make it 7. Kill Soraya or whatever her name was as well.
I was thinking the 5 in the court plus Soraya and Gaston.
Yes.
So 6. Yeah, 7 vampires.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. Let them track back to anyone. It just seems a bit coincidental that 7 vampires die in mysterious and highly secret circumstances, and then suddenly this Assamite, because I hate Banu Hakim, this Assamite is walking around going, "Look at this nice ring I've just found." Yeah, a little bit coincidental, isn't it? It's a bit. I like your plan. I like.
But then again, could always just put him into torpor, and then like we found him, and then we're heroes.
But he's an elder vampire, right?
Yeah.
It's not impossible for young
fair.
vampires to take out elders, but it tends to need to use dog pack tactics. And there's a level of losses that come with it. Elder vampires are powerful, so the 5 of you could take on an elder vampire, and you might only lose 1 or 2 people, but probably will win. When it comes to taking on an Hakim, a trained assassin that has spent not just like, think of them as like a human assassin, think of them as like a mortal who spent centuries honing their trade and has magical powers.
Like blood
Magic and the ability to be completely invisible and, you know, yeah.
Could be a nice preview into playing Hunter. Like, I don't know.
I certainly would be a preview into playing Hunter.
I like your idea. I like approaching Celine and saying, if you stand your coterie down, you get the seal. It's up to you to sell that to your coterie, but your entire coterie has to withdraw.
Contact Isabella and make a meeting with Celine. Just Celine, though.
Yeah.
About we
Wait, will she go for it, or
Who
will
knows?
we just be targeting our backs that we have the ring?
I was just about to say, I think we should call it the seal with everyone, because no one knows it's a ring except us, right?
Good shout. Yeah.
So just
Yeah,
say
absolutely.
the
The
seal,
seal.
so they think it's cute, perhaps.
And let's say we don't have it yet. You make
Yeah.
it sound like we will acquire it, that we know how to acquire it.
She
But-
might not trust us like that we'll acquire it or something.
Push comes to shove, we show it to her. You know,
That
if
will,
that's
that
the
will
problem.
show her that we were scared to tell her that we have it. I think we
So
show
what?
dominance and aura and tell her we have it. Do you want
Aura?
it? Yes.
And then how about we make a couple of fake ones, just like just have that in our back pocket.
Yeah, we'd work on that on the side. Like, dominate him to... I mean, we make fake ones and then put them on people with dominate, right?
Yeah,
I think Bruno and I could get some mortals and make them wear seals of kinds. Maybe not rings, all of them, for fun.
If things go well, we won't need to make any scapegoats. It sounds like we can finish this pretty soon. If the negotiations go well, anyway.
Yeah. Say that Killian should call Isabella and make the meeting. And I think I should be in the meeting, since last time that we talked, she seemed interested in meeting me, probably because your previous spokesperson with the court is dead. So
I will make the call to Isabella.
Okay.
climb up and eavesdrop like all.
Okay. Phone rings 3 times and then is picked up as a slightly lazy, breathy. You've heard her voice before. Hello.
Is that Isabella?
It is. Who's this?
It's Killian. Wondered if we could arrange a meet with yourself and Celine, please.
I should imagine something could be arranged. Will you come to us, or shall we come to you?
Why don't you come to us?
How urgent a meeting is this?
Would quite like to meet this evening.
I think we can make arrangements. Shall we say midnight?
Sounds perfect.
Where? Let's decide a place.
It's our place, we said.
Oh, at the house?
Yeah.
We meet somewhere outside. Isn't it safer for everyone?
If they're happy to come to the house, then why not the house?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I will pass on the message and we will see you at midnight.
See you there. Look forward to it.
Okay. Hangs up.
Know how well she will react when she hears this. Isabella, yeah.
Don't think we'd have got Celine there if Isabella hadn't been there. I don't think we'd have got her in on our own.
Okay. What's our other problem then?
Believe that name is coming to see us first thing.
Octavia?
Yeah, he's coming to see us first thing.
So we should get ready for that then, before we go out with Celine.
Yeah, we suggest that when we talk to Octavia, we don't mention the seal at all, and we concentrate on our next actions against Soraya and Gaston.
Told her. We got the dress.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Sorry.
got the...
Yeah, and keep it as a seal. Maybe
Yeah.
even lead her in the wrong direction. Just so that we ever hear Gaston talking about, I don't know, book with the seal, we know that she's with them.
As you're
Should we
talking, you hear a
go-
knock at the door.
Go down to the door.
Standing on the doorstep are Octavia and Victor.
Come on in.
Let's speak of the devil.
Come in. Octavia does not. She conducts herself professionally. She walks into the place. She doesn't look at the place. You can see him kind of his nose up a little bit
Are we right now, the rest of us, except Killian, sitting
in the sitting room. I guess.
I will
Yes.
ask Bruno, because he looks like an older vampire than me. I will ask, so what's the polite thing to do as a vampire when someone comes to your house?
Stand up.
You will all know that the traditions have a very specific rule within them. Well, there's two specific rules. There's the right of domain and the right of hospitality. Right? It's kind of important if someone comes to your house that you treat them well. But you're in charge, which means they have to follow your rules. So it's a bit of give and take in that you're supposed to treat them well. You can be a dick to them, but they have to follow your rules. But if you're too much of a dick to them, they can complain to the court and you can get into trouble for it.
Okay. I just stand up then.
Okay, walk into the sitting room.
Don't get close to them.
I will gesture to a chair and I will take a seat myself.
Gesture to the chair. Victor darts ahead, pats it down, and stands off to the side. And Octavia takes the chair and sits in it.
Okay. So thank you for your help in getting rid of Alistair the other night. And I'll nod to Victor. And
He nods back.
your help in helping us to find the seal.
I don't think we were terribly helpful to you in that regard. I think
You
your effort.
were prepared to help. That's the main thing. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it is our strong belief that you are our best bet for survival and our continued existence within this domain. So it would seem prudent for us to ensure that you are as strong as you can be.
I'd like to talk about our next move
Yes.
and any information you have on Savia would be really useful. We have Alistair's phone. I don't know if Gaston is still looking for him or has given up on him or what.
Given up looking for...
Alistair.
Oh, he knows.
Right.
Knows.
Does he know?
After you left, he went looking for him.
Right.
We had to make some telephone calls, and nobody could figure out where he'd gone. We thought Gaston thought that he might have gone off with one of his girls, but they were all accounted for.
Right.
They went looking and found his remains.
We chopped him in the river.
You didn't do a great job of cleaning that completely.
Right,
The
okay.
scene itself, while the body was removed, there was evidence that was left behind. Soraya is quite good at finding that sort of stuff.
Okay.
They don't know where his body is, but they know that something's happened.
Okay.
And I don't expect to see him again. Gaston is furious. I think that's why he made a mistake yesterday. He didn't tell us what his plan was. And he went off by himself with some of his servants. And I think he was attempting to do the same thing to your coterie and and the Phantom Court if they'd turned up previously. Didn't learn about it until later.
Saw a couple of vans parked, or luckily Angelos here spotted the trap before we walked into it.
That's good.
Is there anything you could tell us about Soraya? Any way we can get her on her own? Any places she frequents? People she knows? Anything where we can find her in a quiet place on her own? Take her out.
Soraya should have been in charge of us. World without Gaston, she is brilliant in a lot of regards. Calculating, diplomatic. She has a way to focus her rage in such a way that she gets things done efficiently. Whereas Gaston is a powerhouse and a bully, she is more thoughtful. But she's a fighter.
Mhm.
Could arrange for her to be isolated. Or you could do the same thing you did before, or some variation thereof. Or you could talk to her. If you could
Try to get her...
your side. I'd prefer that we were kept out of the equation entirely, because if it goes wrong, I don't want that to come back and bite us. If you could convince her think it's possible that you could convince her that getting rid of Gaston and establishing her as the leader of the coterie under similar terms to what we've come to is not impossible. I don't think it would be easy. She's loyal to the coterie and to Gaston more because he is the head of the coterie. But if he was gone, she would fill his space in a moment. Or you could just eliminate her. Frankly, I don't hold any particular to her. I think she would be a good leader of the coterie. I could do it. It's not my forte. It's not what I'm interested in. But I could do it.
If Gaston was gone and Soraya was your leader, why would you still want to capitulate and do what you told us you were going to do, which is stay here peacefully, but let us win the game?
I'm not interested in winning the game. I'm interested in maintaining my connections and my haven. I've put time and effort into this place, and I don't wish to lose it. But I don't think that even though I believe wholeheartedly that Victor is an excellent companion, the two of us are not equipped sufficiently to defeat everyone by ourselves.
So if we do manage to get Soraya on our side, let's say, potentially, then your coterie would technically be no more. She wouldn't be the leader, because you two would capitulate, right? Gaston would be dead, and then she would be...
It'd still be a coterie, there just wouldn't be a coterie trying to establish this. There would be a coterie who are a guest coterie in our domain.
Alright. I'm gonna start playing with my earrings, and I will look at Killian.
Well, lady, and you could always join our coterie in that event if you so choose, correct?
If that was an option, we would be prepared to... If Soraya is gone and there was two of us left, we would be more than happy to join with your coterie as equal partners.
You've given us a fair bit to think about.
Of course.
We give you a call tonight.
Well, there is
Or
another
later
thing
on
to
tonight.
discuss, and that
Right,
is,
go on.
while this is all amazing, nailed down, none of this addresses the Phantom Court.
We're working addressing the Phantom Court at the moment. We have play. We're meeting them later tonight, and I think we might be able to take the Phantom Court out of the equation.
Do you mind if I ask? I appreciate that there's going to be levels of information you probably want to keep close to your chest. But do you mind if I ask if your intention is to take them out of the equation in a physical way or take them out of the equation in a diplomatic sense?
We are considering asking them to cede their claim on the domain.
And you're confident that that would be successful?
We think there is a good chance.
You intend to use the seal. Killian, if you had some special power to eliminate them from the game before the seal was in play, you would have done so by now.
Not.
Maybe we're focusing more on the Revenants.
Not as foolish as many of our coterie mates are.
We think the seal may be enough of a bribe to get Celine to cede on behalf of her coterie.
It's not a bad plan, but that's a valuable artifact.
Yeah.
Looking to trade the seal for the prize.
In effect, yeah.
Cost you're planning on charging them is just to cede the territory.
Well, cede their territory, yeah. Yeah,
I make a suggestion.
please do.
Put the price up. It's worth more than that.
What do you suggest?
Bind them into service in sorting out our problem. Make everything go away at the same time.
It's not a bad suggestion. Thank you.
Are we acting like they're already part of the coterie? How about that?
Well, there's time yet to think about such things. When you plan to have them cede their territory, will they remain within your domain?
If they wish to.
Is that on the table?
Yes, why not? Either way, tonight we will call you. Yeah? We will call you with one word, and that will be meet or kill. Yeah? We'll tell you what we plan to do with Soraya.
Could we maybe use slightly different language?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think we
Why
should.
don't you tell me the blue dress or the red dress?
Okay. Dress for meeting, red dress for killing, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there anything else you require from us?
I don't think so.
I noticed that our communication problems yesterday. You're not using modern communication. Do you need...
No, the prince has expressed a distaste for such devices, and we are following the rules.
That's forbidden, yeah.
Don't know how.
She leans forward in her chair and she pats your leg and smiles at you, like in a patronising way, in a kind of understand dear kind of way.
But I'm starting to learn. And he'll smile back.
The world is changing quicker than any of us can keep up with entirely. Good. Okay, if there's nothing else, you have my contact details.
Yeah, be in touch.
She smiles and stands. Killian walks towards the door and opens it for her, and she walks out. Not Killian, sorry. Victor stands and opens the door for her, and the pair of them walk out. You hear the front door close.
Hey, tonight doesn't go well. Do you want one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I hang you?
All right. Well, sure, because sharing is caring. And
Night doesn't go well. One of whom? Victor and...
The
the
chicks.
Hampton Court.
Right, not in my haven, yeah?
No, not in your haven. No.
Right,
I'm talking
okay.
about- It would be a violation of the rules.
Yeah,
No.
a bit, yeah.
Do we
Well-
have a bar or something close by? A
You got me
music
as well?
place? Well, no, but I think they might trust me more, and I have no objections to any of them getting eaten. Devoured. What was the name?
Yeah, right.
Diablos.
He goes by many names: Dabblery, Amaranth, the Lex Talionis.
I call it the insisting on a feasting at Feast EA.
Just
Yeah,
call
so-
it the V special.
So yeah, might trust me more to take them out of the house. So I guess you can use the dress thing, Killian. If you want me to bait them out of the house, tell me to go change into a red dress, and I will, and then I'll take them out, and then they can diabolarize them.
Okay.
I'll
Wait.
go get the dress ready.
We could have invited all the court, like in our house. They would be with, like, unguarded because I think would be hospitable. We would have killed them, ambushed them, and then used the seal to say, like, count. We could also do that, right? Like,
Doesn't count for one of us, yeah? For
Right,
me, because it's my haven.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 bastards killed them as well, though, yeah?
Hey,
Them away.
I'm just paying rent, okay? It's not bad. It's on my house.
And also, if the characters were to do that, then no one would ever trust them again or come to their haven. So, wow,
There
you
would be
could probably
no one left.
That's Killian's problem.
get around the city, and then no one would trust you to go into your haven by themselves. That makes sense.
You do have to worry about your reputation going forwards. Like, prize is great, but after the prize is over, your reputation will persist afterwards. If you have a reputation for luring people in and just fucking eating everybody, then people are going to go, you want to have to deal with those people. They don't seem like the most trustworthy of individuals.
It's the
fine, we'll
end
just
justifies the means.
True.
We'll just do some charity, like away like bugs or something.
But it gets
Do a
cancelled
blood
out.
drive, yeah.
We bag the blood of the people we killed and donate them.
Okay. How do you guys feel about wrapping up here?
Could do.
Sure.
Yep.
And we'll
These-
pick up what may very well be the last session of our story in 2
No
weeks'
way.
time. Might be that there's an extra week on top of it. It depends on how things go. I think that we're at a point where we've got a couple of things left to do, and we could wrap them all up in one session.
Okay.
We have some extra level up points then.
You can have some extra level up points.
Alright, so
How many
how-
have I been?
3 last
Three.
time.
I've been giving you 3, have I?
Yeah.
Wow, that's super generous of me. All right, yeah, you have 3.
Give us. How is that? Okay, how about 6 for the
Last
So
session.
that-
In the last session, yeah, I will give you bonus end of story experience points. How about that?
No, that's a trick. That's illegal. That's forbidden.
I've got no. The rules say I'm allowed to change the rules whenever I like.
Damn it. Okay, how 5?
All right, I'll give you 5 experience points in the last session.
No, no,
You just talk yourself out of
whatever.
experience.
Whatever. 3 it is.
Okay.
Failing to communicate, she wants experience points now.
What? Well, why didn't you say anything?
Right.
It's not an awareness roll
Why
like
would
this.
I?
Well, before the bickering
No, it's-
kicks into high gear, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching and catch up with us again in 2 weeks' time to see how this story potentially ends.
Bye bye.